Now, Kobe meant a lot to me. I got to meet Kobe in 99. Merton Hanks invited me to a Lakers game, and I think you guys may have been playing the Seattle Supersonics at that time. I think so. That lets you know, and it was at the Forum, and I got to meet Kobe after the game, and this was Fro Kobe. This was Fro Kobe, and then ever since then, man, I followed him from afar. We got a chance to meet several times after that. My last time, seeing Kobe was at my daughter's high school volleyball game, which is where you coach now at Culver City High School.
Yeah. Wow.
His oldest daughter, Natalia, played at Sage Hill, and they had, his daughter was competing against my daughter, our daughter's volleyball team. And, that was my daughter's freshman year. Natalia was a junior, and I had no idea that he was coming to the game. And so we ended up being up in the stands and just talking and chopping it up. And, we were talking about some things. And at this time he was retired. He was actually doing this little excerpt that they do on ESPN called Details, where he was breaking down, guys' basketball games and things of that nature. And we had talked about possibly doing football's details. Maybe, he and I working together doing some stuff, with receivers or what have you. But when you think about what he brought to the game, as I told you, I don't think, and I think he knows too, there's no Kobe without Michael Jordan, and what they brought every night, the tenacity. You talk about, or he coined Mamba mentality. There was a dog to him. He had that relentless pursuit of greatness. He had someone to model his game after. And I think, in a sense, once I started to realize, my skill set as a receiver, that's what I wanted to do. And I think that's what enabled me to become the Hall of Famer that I am today, is because like I told you, I had a strong dissatisfaction of being mediocre, and I realized that I wasn't as good as everybody around me. But Kobe, what he did on the court, and then I think people saw really, who he was as a person once he retired off the court as well. He became a businessman, more so. Obviously, winning an Oscar. Doing things as a husband.
And as a businessman, yeah.
Yeah, he was just a tremendous being, and I think everybody has seen the growth of who Kobe is and was. From the time he stepped on that court in '96 as a rookie to when he left the game, his final game dropping 60, which was remarkable, and I think exciting for the world to see. And I think we all miss Kobe. And so he made such an impact, and it's sad. It's not a day that I haven't thought about Kobe, or at some point, just scrolling through just Instagram or just any social media. But I have a picture of Kobe. The volleyball game that I mentioned, where we watched our daughters play. One of the daughters, the kids on my daughter's team, her dad was a photographer, and I had no idea. He shot a picture. He took some pictures of me and Kobe in the stands, and I have that in my office in Florida. But yeah, man, he meant a lot. Just for me, to push me and just have that relentless pursuit of being great. And I think he has so many examples of it. And I think he spoke very eloquently about, how he became Kobe, using really the detailed blueprint, from Michael Jordan's game. And it's so funny that, you can break down film and see the evolve and the evolution and how eerily similar they were. So I think, I'm no different than anybody else that has come across Kobe. And if you ever had a chance to speak to him or talk to him and outside of the basketball world, you can tell that he was a tremendous talent on and off the court.
For your Los Angeles Lakers.